Prometheus has got a huge amount of visual effects. I mean, there's half the film has some kind of visual effects involvement. You know, that amounts to about 1,400 shots that we worked on. And Ridley's main thing to us initially was, you know, the planet, space, and the ships. I mean, that was a big thing. It was a really important thing, an important part of the story, that he knew that he was going to need visual effects help to create that. The environment that he wanted to create for the planet's surface, he really wanted to create something that was really uninviting and was a mixture of different locations that he'd liked. We had to go about building something that you know, based on his designs and what, you know, the input that he gave us. There was also fuel, was a sort of carried out about 250 shots as well. And they actually had an interesting challenge of creating some designs for alien technology, a lot of holographic effects based around the alien engineers.
It took about 6 to 8 months in the design process to come up with the idea. I mean, the original logic of how it's designed and laid out was a big bang. So we used a fluid simulation to map out the early ideas of this kind of threaded fluid that was exploded out to a volume. We had these as basic ideas that sort of shaped the design of it. Every nebula that's in there is basically a frozen moment of a fluid sim that's been run over its course and found that right moment, and that becomes the nebula gas. A huge amount. You know, in some of the scenes it would have been 80 to 100 million polygons in there, so some of the shots could easily take, you know, between a week and 2 weeks to render. The majority of it was set, you know, which was fantastic. It was great for the actors. It's also good for the director to be able to see the majority of the thing in front of him, and also good for all the visual effects artists, because you're essentially adding to that rather than having to you know, push the shot somewhere later on.